Let's get right into it with a collection of intriguing geographical facts that'll give you a closer look at this beautiful country. 1. Sweden isn't just known for its culture, it's also a land of diverse landscapes. The highest point in Sweden is the towering Kebnekaise, reaching a staggering 2,100 meters, 6,890 feet, into the sky. It's a peak worth scaling for the adventurous at heart. 2. Now, let's talk about rivers. The longest river in Sweden goes by the name Klarälven, but here's the kicker. It's not just the longest river in Sweden, it's the longest river in all of Scandinavia. 3. Sweden's terrain is as varied as its history. While you'll find majestic mountains in the western parts, the rest of the country boasts vast expanses of flatland with gently rolling hills, the perfect backdrop for an outdoor adventure. 4. Prepare to be amazed by Sweden's abundance of water bodies. There are over 100,000 lakes scattered across the country, creating natural jewels in the landscape. 5. Speaking of islands, Sweden has its fair share of those as well. The largest island is Gotland, a place filled with charm, history, and beauty, just waiting to be explored. 6. Geologically speaking, Sweden finds itself in the oldest and most stable part of the Earth's crust. It's a place where time itself seems to have slowed down. 7. Another river to take note of is the Klar-Göta River. Originating in Norway, it embarks on a 447-mile, 719-kilometer journey, culminating in Lake Vänern. It's a testament to nature's beauty. 8. What powers this country, quite literally, is its rivers. Sweden's rivers are valuable sources of hydroelectric power, showcasing the perfect blend of nature's beauty and mankind's ingenuity. 9. In the vibrant urban landscape, Stockholm takes the lead, with approximately 2,300,000 residents shaping the city's thriving culture and lifestyle. Following closely is Gothenburg, with a population of 1 million. Next is a bit about the society and culture of the Swedish people. 10. On family life, Sweden sets an impressive standard. Parents who are Swedish citizens are entitled to a whopping 13 months of paid family leave from work, and the best part? They can share this time until their child turns 8 years old. 11. Education is a cornerstone of Swedish society. Most university-level student funds comprise repayable loans, making higher education accessible. Municipalities also provide extensive options for daycare and youth activities, ensuring a bright future for the next generation. 12. Sweden has been a pioneer in child protection. It became the first country in the world to ban hitting children. They established this milestone in 1979, showcasing Sweden's commitment to child welfare. 13. Continuing the legacy of progressive laws, Sweden was also the first country to make a law against flogging. The country's commitment to human rights is deeply ingrained in its legal system. 14. Names have a unique way of reflecting a country's culture. As of December 2019, Lars held the crown as the most famous among Swedish male names. An impressive 85,500 individuals carried this name in that year, echoing a rich tradition of nomenclature in Sweden. 15. For approximately 500 years, Roman Catholicism held a prominent place in Sweden's religious landscape, leaving a lasting mark on the country's history and architecture. 16. Swedes have a unique way of adjusting to the changing seasons. The shift from summer to wintertime in Sweden occurs on the last Sunday in October, marking the transition to the cozier months. 17. Sweden is a place where time seems to stand still, not just in the clock, but also in the people. It's not uncommon to meet individuals over 80 years old who appear as youthful as someone half their age, a testament to the country's quality of life. 18. With culinary delights, Sweden offers more than traditional Swedish meatballs. Kebab and pizza have carved out their special place in the hearts and stomachs of the Swedish population. 19. If you're planning to take the wheel in Sweden, here's a useful fact. The permissible blood alcohol content for a person driving a car is 0.2%, reflecting the country's strict approach to road safety. 20. In Sweden, the concept of a government-set minimum wage doesn't exist. Employers and employees negotiate wages, reflecting the country's strong labor market. 21. Retirement in Sweden is flexible, allowing both men and women to retire between the ages of 61 and 67. This adaptability provides individuals with a choice to enjoy their golden years on their terms. 22. The legal landscape in Sweden is progressive. The minimum age for criminal responsibility is 15 years old, reflecting the nation's emphasis on rehabilitation rather than punishment for its youth. 23. Education is a cornerstone of Swedish society, with 10 years of compulsory schooling. However, pursuing knowledge doesn't stop there. Most students continue to the 3-year upper secondary school, and approximately 1/3 go on to higher education. As we journey through Sweden's fascinating mix, let's explore some riveting history and political facts. Before we continue, if you've loved this video so far, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more intriguing content. 24. Sweden shares its borders with 2 neighboring countries, Norway and Finland, fostering strong regional ties and collaborations. 25. A unique feature of Sweden's political landscape is its commitment to peace. Because the country disowns military aggressiveness, Swedish leaders are often the first choice for UN peacekeeping missions. This dedication has historically entangled Sweden's armies in Europe's dynastic warfare. 26. The country has not been involved in a war since 1814, thanks to a doctrine advocating non-alignment in peace, aiming at neutrality in war. 27. Sweden has a deep connection with nature. It was the first European country to establish a national park, the Sarek National Park, in 1909. This landmark step underscores Sweden's commitment to preserving its pristine landscapes. 28. The 1980s saw a wave of refugees seeking asylum in Sweden from repressive governments in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. This humanitarian gesture reflects the country's values of inclusivity and compassion. 29. The national language of Sweden is Swedish, a beautiful Nordic language with a rich history and cultural significance. 30. In a surprising historical footnote, Sweden shipped Volvos to North Korea in the 1970s as part of a trade deal. However, North Korea never paid for the cars, resulting in an unusual chapter in diplomatic relations. Now, let's explore the intriguing world of Sweden's economy and some remarkable facts that define its financial landscape. 31. Sweden boasts an ice hotel, an extraordinary construction made entirely of ice. Situated in the village of Jukkasjärvi, providing an extraordinary experience for adventurous travelers. 32. Swedes deeply cherish culture and heritage. This is clear from its approximately 300 museums and local heritage centers. 33. Sweden is home to the oldest limited company in the world, Falu Koppargruva AB, founded in 1288 and still in operation today. 34. The country imports waste from nations like Norway, with only about 1% of its waste reaching landfills, while they recycle or compost 50%. 35. Sweden is a global leader in the export of forest products, emphasizing its deep connection to nature and sustainable practices. 36. You've probably heard of some famous Swedish brands, including Saab, Electrolux, IKEA, Ericsson, and Volvo, just a few examples of the nation's global business success. 37. It's the only country where private donations represent over 1% of the GDP, a testament to their commitment to social welfare. 38. Sweden consistently ranks among countries with the highest living standards. Finally, here are some unique achievements that have set this nation apart. 39. Sweden is renowned for its inventive spirit. Perhaps its most notable invention is dynamite, crafted by Alfred Nobel in 1867, forever changing the world. 40. In medical advancements, Sweden takes the lead. The country introduced the first pacemaker, a life-saving device that regulates patients' heartbeats. 41. The world's eyes turn to Sweden every year for the Nobel Prize Award ceremony, the most heralded annual event, celebrating human achievement and progress. 42. Sweden's passion for nature preservation is further exemplified by being the first European country to establish a national park, the Sarek National Park, in 1909. 43. Sweden's ice hockey team made history by being the first to claim both world and Olympic titles, showcasing the nation's prowess in sports. 44. Rewinding the pages of history, on December 2nd, 1766, Sweden became the first country in the world to include freedom of the press in its constitution. And that wraps up 44 facts about the fascinating world of Sweden. Now, it's your turn. In the comments below, let us know which Swedish innovation caught your attention the most. Comment A if it's Alfred Nobel's Dynamite, or B if you're intrigued by Sweden's pioneering pacemaker. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to watch our next video right away. It's just as exciting.